What's up, VC? We're doing another Gary Numan video. Yeah, okay. So I did the Gary Numan video a couple of weeks ago. You guys know Gary Numan is one of my favorite artists. I wasn't going to do a Gary Numan video. Somebody asked me to do one once, and I said, nah, no one's going to watch it. Anyway, long story short, it turned out it got like almost 700 views. It's probably one of my most watched videos, by far the most comments, negative and positive, which is great. I am overwhelmed. I totally surprised by the love and the dislike or whatever of Gary Numan. I figured it would be a mixed bag, but yeah, I was truly honored that so many people watched it and had so many great comments too. I'm not as I've said in many videos, I'm an expert on nothing. We are here to have fun. We are here to have fun. It was great to, yes, I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I don't use notes. I don't edit. We all flub up dates and stuff like that, and yeah, we make mistakes. It's no big deal. We're human. The man has a enormous catalog of music. So anyway, it was great. You guys really blew me away with all the views and the comments. I loved the feedback, negative and positive, as I said. I think I turned on some people to Gary Numan's music, and that's really all it's about. That's what this is turning other people on to other people's music and musical tastes. So lighten up. It was great. So we're going to do the second part. Also, you know what was really cool about the feedback and the comments and everything and the discussion that a lot of us had going was the perspective from US to UK. Obviously, Gary Numan has been huge in the UK for 40 years. He never went away in the UK. He went away in 1980 in the US. I mean, after Cars, there was nothing. Nothing. So, yeah, it was really cool to get that UK perspective versus the US perspective. The UK, obviously, much more educated on Gary Numan than all us blokes in the US. Or should I say wankers? Blokes are wankers. It doesn't matter. We are. So it was great. I was absolutely thrilled. I was shocked at the response to that video. I did not think it would get any response, to be honest. So thank you again. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1992. Oh, and let's just get this out of the way right now. I'm not a completist. So if I didn't show an album, it's because I can't show an album. I don't have it. So I'm not showing Machine and Soul because it sucks and I don't own a copy of it. I don't buy albums that suck, generally. Sometimes I do. But I don't buy an album just to have it sit on the shelf and collect dust and take up space. I got enough space issues in this collection. So I don't have Machine and Soul. You want me to do a quick review? I just did. It sucks. So not showing it. If there was another album I didn't show, it's because I don't own it. So I cannot show it. Just get that out of the way. I thought that was assumed when you're showing your record collection. Okay, you guys get it. So next, I pulled out. I got some notes. No, I'm just pulling up the discography because people get very angry if you don't say the correct release date. If you get the year wrong, people get angry. So we're gonna make sure we get the year right. Glasses, because I'm old. First up, we're gonna start in 1994. We're skipping 1992 because that was Machine and Soul, and like I said, it sucked. So we're going 1994. Gary releases kind of the start of the new the new era for him, reimagining his career and his sound. He becomes more of an industrial artist by the likes of Nine Inch Nails. Nine Inch Nails, obviously a huge band in the world in 1994, still a huge band. He kind of develops that industrial sound, which I think it works. It works on a lot of albums. It also can get a little monotonous and a little tiresome. But that being said, overall I think it really works. And I'll expand on that as we go through the records. But here we go. First up is Sacrifice. This is the album that he kind of reinvented himself. Obviously, the image changes a lot from the Fury album, which I showed in the last video. Darker, everything's darker. This is a really solid album. It's on black vinyl. It's still on the Numa record label at this time. Beautiful release, polyline sleeve. It also came with a little 45 of The Seed of a Lie. Pretty cool. Kind of a hard album to find, especially these are all kind of hard to find in the US. I mean, a couple of the new releases obviously are, they're around, but terrific record. Absolutely. I like this record. It was just, kind of showing you what he's thinking and where he's gonna be going to in the next couple of records. So this is Sacrifice, 1994. Next up, Exile. This is an okay album. I liked it when it first came out. I really liked it. Dark is a great song. Absolution is great. Dominion Day, the lead-off track, is really good. Really dark. This is full on industrial. This is a terrific gray. Beautiful label. Good album. Like I said, I love Dominion Day. Dominion Day is one of my favorite Gary Numan songs. I think it's absolutely terrific. So that is Exile. Next up, and that was 1997. So he skipped a couple of years there, kind of retooling and getting things going with this new sound. Next up is Pure. I'm not a huge fan of this record. I like it. Walking the Shadows, Pure, the title track. Listen to My Voice is great. I Can't Breathe, Torn. I like this record. Maybe I was being a little harsh at first, but this is Pure. It is on Translucent Red. He obviously another custom label. He's really, at this point, he's really stepping up on the releases, the quality. These are beautiful releases. The sound is terrific. The packaging is great. So this is Pure, and then there is a box set also, and this is beautiful. This is a beautiful box set. Pure, Rip. Rip is a great song too. There's a great video for Rip. If you Google, it's on YouTube. Really cool video for Rip. My Jesus, this is good. Prayer for the Unborn, yeah. And then this has some extra songs and stuff on the last side. But this is a beautiful box, absolutely beautiful. Ooh. This is on blue vinyl. It's got, I don't know if I can see, it folds out. It's on blue, white, and like a translucent. I could show you because people get mad if you don't show the colored vinyl because color's so cool. But again with the color vinyl and the pure, it's a little fragile here. And then there's white. I'm sure you guys know what white looks like, but I'll show it anyway because it's actually pretty cool. It's the white. And the last one, I believe, is translucent blue. Yeah. Well, it's not really translucent, is it? Yeah, it is. So that's Pure, a good album. I like it. Maybe I was dismissing it a little too much at first. So that's the box set. And that was 2000 that came out. In, let's see, 2006. So a big break. And he comes up with this album, Jagged. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm on the fence with it. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I do like Pure better. This I gotta show. I gotta show this. I think I've shown this before on my channel. It's on white vinyl, and I bought it this way. I did not pay to have this done, and thankfully I did not. But side 2 has his autograph on it. Some dumbass ruined a record. So I don't know. It's fun to have. It is very hard to find. You're gonna pay. It's not all that hard to find, but you're gonna pay. This was not a lot of these were pressed. So double on white vinyl, Jagged. Like I said, not my favorite of the new releases, but pretty hard to find and pretty cool to have in the collection. Next up, I like this next album. This is a collection of stuff that didn't get on the previous albums. This is Dead Sun Rising. This is 2011. This is Dead Sun Rising. Really cool box set package. A lot of songs on here. This is quite the package. This is really, really nice. Beautiful booklet. Beautiful book. A lot of great photography. There were some cool videos he did with this. This place that he filmed a lot of these videos in is gorgeous. Very black and white. Just really interesting photography in this little book. Great stuff. And then terrific fold out, 3-way fold out, cool ass photography. It's got some CDs and stuff. There is a signed poster inside. I will pull out one. I forget what vinyl this is. I think it's just black. Yeah, this is just black vinyl. But pretty cool again with the custom labels. Really high quality stuff. His stuff is not cheap on his website. That's probably my only complaint, just being in the US. His stuff is not cheap, and then on top of it, I gotta come up with the shipping, which kind of sucks. But you're gonna get a high quality product when you do order from his website. These are all out of print. Really nice, beautiful packaging. This has some great stuff on here. I love Big Noise Transmission, Resurrection. The song Dead Sun Rising is great. When the Sky Bleeds, He Will Come. The Fall was the single. It's great. Really, really cool. There's a bunch of different versions of The Fall on here. There's a couple alternate takes, and then the CD stuff has some deeper cuts and some different, different versions. There's a DVD. I got number 613. It doesn't say out of how many, but it wasn't many. It was not a lot. So yeah, this is Dead Sun Rising. Really interesting package. Good stuff. I absolutely love that album. I know some Numans Newman fans don't care for that, but I think it's good. It's a nice collection of music. It really is. Next up, the album that really kicked me into high gear with Gary Numan in the later years is 2013. This is Splinter. This is really the big comeback for him, especially here in the US and in the UK. This tour was awesome, absolutely awesome. This tour I saw him 4 times in the US on, and it was probably the best shows I've seen him do. Fantastic. This is just on black vinyl. This is Splinter, Songs from a Broken Mind. I love this album. Hardcore, industrial, 9 Inch Nails all over it. Just a great album. I love the subject matter. It's a wonderful record. 2-disc set. I Am Dust, Here in the Black. Great. Everything comes down to this. Splinter, Love Hurt Bleed. Love Hurt Bleed was a single. I think Here in the Black might have been a single. I don't know. I mean, we don't have singles in the US, so I'm sure somebody in the UK will correct me and tell me I'm wrong. Where the Unforgiven is great. This is a wonderful, wonderful record, and probably the big comeback was finally happened. So this is Splinter. He also went to, I think he charted on that. That's another thing I noticed in the UK. People care about chart rankings and albums going to #1 and stuff. I didn't know that was still a thing. Apparently it is. In the US, I don't think anyone really cares. Does anyone care if an album goes to #1? I just care if the music's good and the artist is making some money and everyone's happy. I never understood the whole. I don't even know what charts are. I don't even know where to go. I don't. Is it Billboard still? Is it Rolling Stone? Is it? I don't even know what it is. But in the UK, being top of the charts is like a really big deal. So that album charted, I believe, and I'm sure I'll get corrected on that. And then came Savage, which went to #1 in the UK. It didn't do shit in the United States. But when this hit #1, this was a huge deal for everyone in the UK because all my little Gary Numan Facebook groups, they all lost their mind. And it's great. Great for Gary, great for recognition, and it's a great album. He 100% deserves it. So yeah, this went to #1. It wasn't there very long. This is my autographed copy of Savage. I did a meet and greet on this tour and met him. We were allowed to bring in 6 or 8, like 6 items for him to sign, which seemed like an awful lot. But I had him sign this. This is a great album. Of course, the Numan, the hardcore, old school Numan people don't like this new stuff. Everything I'm talking about now, they poo-poo, they don't like. And that's fine. It's not for everybody. It's totally different. It's almost like a different artist. So I get that. I totally get that. But I've evolved with Gary along the way, and so I understand what he's doing. This is probably the pinnacle. I love Splinter. If I'm going to choose between two later period albums, I'm going to go with Splinter as my favorite. But this is right there, Savage. I'll open it up. I have several copies of this. I believe this is on. No, this might just be on black. Yeah, this is just on black vinyl. New character, new artwork. Like with Splinter, new character, new artwork. Very dark. This is Splinter, Songs from a Broken World. Obviously about this interesting time in history that we are living in. This is great. My favorite song on the album is Bed of Thorns. It's not everyone's favorite album. In fact, probably I don't think anyone would name that as their favorite song. It's my personal favorite song. I love Bed of Thorns. Ghost Nation is great. My Name is Ruin was the first single. If there's, I'm just going by because they made a video of that. I don't know if singles are even released in the US anymore. I don't know. Who knows? Mercy is a great song. Broken, Cold. Pray for the Pain You Serve. It's a really, really good album. Excellent, excellent stuff. So that was just a couple of years ago. I'm not going to try and put that back in while you guys are all here. So Splinter was 2013, Savage was 2017. He's off of Numan Records now. He's on, what is he on, BMG? Something like that. Next up, he did a little EP called The Fallen. Some stuff that didn't make the record. It is, it's okay. It Will End Here is one song, The Promise, and If We Had Known. I like If We Had Known. It's okay. Just a little follow-up thing. But the vinyl's really cool. Yeah. So, cool stuff. Just stuff that's left off of the Savage album. Then we're winding things down, I guess. This is his latest album from this year, 2021. I don't have to look at the discography to that. It's this year. This is the red version. I also have the black version, and I have the autographed. This is gold. I've shown this before. This is the autographed gold version. This is Intruder. What do I say? I think he peaked. I think he peaked with this new sound, and I think it's time to mix it up again. He's also 60 plus years old. Tell a 60 plus year old man that you need to mix it up. I'm 53 and I don't like mixing shit up. He's using the same producer, Abe Fenton. It's the exact same sound as the previous 4 albums, especially the last 2. I like this album. I like the subject matter. I just think it falls a tad bit flat. There's some good moments on it. It underwhelmed me compared to the last 2 albums. This is really all I'm saying. I do like his new character. I think it's pretty cool imagery. I'll show the inside too. So I do like the new imagery and the new character, but I'm gonna say overall it falls a little flat for me. It did make it to number 2 on the UK charts, I believe, and then quickly fell off. So it was popular for him. He did really well, but for me, it's time to mix things up and get things moving in a different direction. I don't know what that would be, but I think it's time. I really think he peaked with Splinter and Savage. So looking forward to going to see him live. I have tickets to see him in Chicago, Milwaukee, and Detroit in October. By the time I show this, because his tour may be canceled. I heard a rumor that he's going to cancel the U.S. tour. I can understand. I personally have no problem going with shows if people are showing vaccine cards, they got an ID to match, and they're wearing a mask. I have no problem going to shows. It's a risk I'm going to take because I love live music so much. But financially, I think. Well, first you want to keep people safe, and so whatever that takes to keep people safe and stop spreading this fucking virus, that's really the most important thing. But also financially for Gary, I would assume in the U.S. These tours are not huge tours for him. I don't think he makes a lot of money off of these tours. He plays very small venues here. Some of them are half full. I've seen shows where there's maybe 1,000 people at the most, and the place is half full. So during a pandemic, if you haven't sold out, and it's not worth it with these tiny venues. So I can get it. If he does cancel, I'll be really upset. But I get it, totally get it. So that's that. Please weigh in, questions, comments, snide remarks. You guys are good at that. Have a discussion. Everyone in the UK chime in and voice your opinions. I love it, and because it's a totally different perspective, which is great. And all of you in the US, maybe you learned something. Maybe you're gonna pick up Dead Sun Rising. That's what we're here for, is to have fun and learn, get turned on to new music. That's all the vinyl community is about. So that's that. Trying to keep this under a half hour. What else? I'm going to do one more in this series. The next one is going to be, I think I'm just going to lump everything together. I'm only going to do 3 videos in the series. The next one will be all live records that I own. There might be some EPs. I got some cassettes. I might even have a couple of DVDs maybe I'll show. I don't know, haven't thought about it. But, oh, you know what, I got a lot of 45s. I got a lot of Gary Numan 45s. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do like a nice salad of leftover stuff that I have. That might be fun. I don't show a lot of 45s on this channel because I don't really own many. So, yeah, awesome. Guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy. Be safe.